Before we get into today's video, I should preface it by saying that I don't do a whole lot of commercial work anymore. In the past, I did a lot of weddings and events and commercial shooting, and I would always shoot in whatever log profile was available on whatever camera system I was using at the time. I would grade the footage myself, whether or not it was any good. That's, up to the viewer. But I never really had any dissatisfied clients. But nowadays that I'm kind of out of the commercial videography world, I have a different full-time job, I have a family, I don't have time to be color grading all my footage anymore. I still enjoy making content, but I don't really have the desire to color grade my log footage. About a year ago, I discovered phantom LUTs. I'm sure a lot of you out there, if you're watching this video, you know about the phantom LUTs. Joe Famularo is the creator of these. I love them. They're so good that a lot of times I don't even do anything to the footage other than to possibly adjust exposure that I may have messed up, and I slap the LUT on it. Even at full strength, at 100%, they look really good. I'm using it for monitoring on my ZV-E1. And recently there was an update to the LUTs, and so I thought, what better way to test out the new update to the phantom LUTs than to take the family out on a train ride and get some footage with my ZV-E1 here. Before we boarded our train, I got to talking to one of the longtime volunteers. He didn't want to be on camera, but there's one question that I've been wanting to ask someone that worked there for a while. So the question I've been wanting to ask was, seeing as how this train, the original railway, used to run from Kahuku on the north shore of Oahu all the way into downtown Honolulu, why was it not an option to refurbish the original railway to get from west side, north shore into downtown versus building a brand new multi-billion-dollar elevated rail system? His take on it was that he feels like a lot of money was paid to not have the original railway used, and the powers that be decided to build a brand new elevated rail. And I'll just leave it at that. We literally live like a mile from the Hawaiian Railway Society and the Hawaiian Railway and Museum, and we rarely take the opportunity to go and ride the train. We took the kids a while ago when they were a lot younger, and they didn't really remember the last time we went, so we thought, we'll just take them again, and I think they had a good time. It was a perfect day to try to test out these phantom LUTs because I was able to find some high dynamic range scenes to test out how the colors looked. And oh, by the way, what you see right here, there's this separate building where inside it is the most elaborate model train setup I've ever seen in my life. It literally takes up the entire room. We had to board our train, so I didn't get to spend a whole lot of time playing around in there and getting shots, but I'll definitely go back and do a whole video on the model trains that they had at the Hawaiian Railway Museum. In this particular shot, I tried to get the shaded area inside the car and the bright sunny area outside the car so we could test the dynamic range and how the colors look. This was my favorite part of the journey, was when you're right up against the coast. It got me thinking again about how I wish they, thought more about using this train as a commuter train to get into downtown. Because could you imagine like riding from the west side all the way into town, and you get to have these nice ocean views on the way to work and on the way home. It's shots like this that make me so impressed with these phantom LUTs, because there's no way I could color grade this myself and make it look this good. Like I was saying, I am not a colorist. So I always enjoy riding this train. I do appreciate all the volunteers that work for the Hawaiian Railway Society. So I'm seriously considering becoming a member of the Hawaiian Railway Society so I can come and visit this railway museum and spend more time enjoying the model trains they have there. So if you enjoyed this video as much as I enjoyed riding the train and documenting it, hit that like and subscribe for more stuff like this. Thanks for watching.